start getting to like.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Volky here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys just a regular Black Ops 2 commentary. It's kind of been a while since I did a regular commentary, so I figured it was about time for one, and I'm going to be covering a topic that I've been getting asked a lot lately, and it's how I started sniping, or how I got into sniping. But really quickly, the gameplay in the background is pretty good. It's a team deathmatch game, and I do hit a clip in it, so if you like seeing clips in gameplays, make sure you're paying attention to that. But yeah, so there's going to be a little backstory to this. Basically, this was the end. So I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Before that, I was a Halo player, but I got Call of Duty 4 shortly after it came out, and I played that. But I never was into sniping until Modern Warfare 2 came out. And when Modern Warfare 2 came out, it was... So Modern Warfare 2 came out in November 2009, and this was after Christmas, right after Christmas. So basically, my stepdad didn't get to come home for Christmas that year. So my family and I, my mom, myself, my brother, we decided that we were going to surprise my stepdad and go out to where he was working, which is Lompoc, California. It's about a 3.5-hour drive. And, you know, I really wasn't a fan of driving long distances then. So we drove out there and we stayed for the weekend. And this was, like I said, this was right after Christmas. And then my family's plan was to come back the following week for an entire week for New Year's and all that. And then they were going to drive back to Lompoc. Okay, so they were going to come back home, and then they were going to, for the week, and then after New Year's, they were going to drive back to Lompoc where he was working. And I was like, you know, I really don't want to do that 3.5-hour drive twice. So basically what I did is I asked my parents, and I wasn't expecting it to be a yes, but I was like, well, you know, I was only 15 at the time, so I asked, I was like, can I just stay here for the week, you know, and you guys go back, you guys are coming back next week, it's only a week, you know, I'll be fine. And it took them like 2 or 3 days, but they finally agreed to it. So basically, they went back home. They left me money and all that. And there was, you know, there's fast food, there was movie theaters and all that. Literally right around where we were staying. So it really wasn't a big deal. I had my Xbox. I was set. So they left, and you know, the first 2 days were great. I was so happy. I was on my own. I had money. I had a freezer full of ice cream. You know, I was in heaven. But come like the second or third day, I was extremely bored with myself. I literally didn't know what to do. So, you know, this was right after Modern Warfare 2 came out. So I went on the internet on my my stepdad's laptop, and I went on YouTube and looked up. I think I just looked up something like Modern Warfare 2 or something like that. And M48 Predators videos came up, and I remember it specifically it was his montage episode 12, Modern Warfare 2 montage episode 12. And when I watched that thing, it was literally so entertaining that as soon as I watched 12 all the way back to 1. And I had watched every single one of them. And right then, I remember I got on Modern Warfare 2, joined a free-for-all game, and tried to snipe. I was completely terrible at it. But, yeah, that's really how I got into it. I looked up some YouTube videos, found some of Predator's videos, and, yeah, right then I don't know, I want to say I fell in love with sniping because that's kind of weird, but that's how I got into sniping. And then, yeah, so I got home and I was like, man, I know, how do I do this? And this is at the time when people first started getting HD PVRs, and, you know, I really couldn't, I didn't know how serious I was going to take it, so I didn't get a PVR. I actually went and got a Dazzle, DVC 170 or something like that, like one of the best you can get, which was still really terrible. And I had that for about a year, and I never used the thing. Okay, wait, I used it, but I didn't really upload or edit or anything. I used it, recorded, and just, you know, didn't do anything with the stuff that I recorded. But yeah, I ended up getting an HD PVR, but the gameplay is kind of coming to an end, guys. This is kind of just a short story of how I actually got into sniping. My next video will be, you know, from me getting into sniping till me getting an envy. So if you guys want to see that, be sure to leave a like, guys. If this gets, I'll say 55. If this gets 55 likes, then I'll make another commentary explaining how I got from starting sniping to getting my PVR, to getting, you know, all the teams I was in, to getting where I am today, which is, you know, obviously an envy. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, get this to 55 likes. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.